Hey, what's up? It's Matt Japan. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're taking a look at from the Takara Tomy Japanese release of Transformers Earthspark. This is Deluxe Class Starscream. So take a quick look at the packaging. Again, love how they package these figures in their alt mode. Looking very cool here. Take a quick look at the packaging. So up top we have the Decepticon logo there. Transformers Earthspark, Takara Tomy. Transformers down the side. You see Starscream package in his very cool looking alt mode there. You see a picture of him in his robot mode and the jet mode there. And basically again it says jet transforms into robot. He is ESD08 DX Starscream. Nothing on the side as it is in open packaging. Product info on the bottom. On the side you get a quick little product image there, Starscream. On the back you have some product information. You have the Earthspark cartoon blurb, you have the Starscream blurb, and then it does say that he just converts from a jet to a robot. Again, there's no step count in the Japanese packaging. So that is about it for the Deluxe Class Starscream packaging. So yeah, let's get this guy out of the box, see what Starscream is all about. All right, here we have Transformers Earthspark Deluxe Class Starscream out of the box. And let's take a quick look at the differences between this version, which is the Takara version, and the Hasbro version. So I'm just gonna bring in my iPad here because it's a lot easier just to show you guys the differences. So on the Hasbro release, this is, the missiles are done in black, whereas the Takara Tomy, they are done in gray. On the Hasbro release, this is all painted red, which I actually like better, but they didn't paint this red. They just could have left the trim right there, which is very interesting. Also on the Hasbro release, that part is black, where this is gray. There also is no Decepticon logo on the Hasbro release, where there are Decepticon logos on either side of the wing there. And then it looks to be that they painted this part of the plastic, and the gold looks a little bit different. There is some extra paint on the cockpit there, whereas the Hasbro release has clear plastic and used a little bit more sort of yellowy gold. This is a more little sort of darker gold color. Other than that, I think it's about the same. The wings look different. I think the actual gray plastic they use, it looks different. I'm not sure if it's just the light, but that definitely looks different. Is there anything else? I don't really see any other differences. Anything in the nose? The nose looks the same. Basically, it's the same sculpt with just a few minor details. Most of them being the paint on the back, this being gray, the missiles, and the Decepticon logo. So that is about it for the details and the differences between the Hasbro release and the Takara release. So taking that out of the way, and just again getting up close and personal with the details here. I do really like the fact that they painted this clear plastic and used some black outline on the cockpit, and the gold that they use is very nice as well. It is done in that sort of lighter sort of gray plastic. Again, as I pointed out, there's Decepticon logos on the wings. That's how it looks from the back. Pretty clean transformation. As far as like a jet, not a whole lot of robot kibble hanging out. You know, I think he transforms like most Starscreams do. There is a little bit of robot kibble, but it's not too bad. It's pretty well hidden. So for the most part, that is the jet mode. So some really nice paint. Again, I do like the fact that they had this all red on the Hasbro release. I'm not sure why Takara decided not to paint that, but yeah, so some nice detail in jet mode. And for a quick jet mode comparison, here he is with Earthrise Starscream, which these two are not going to fit. Hold on, let me just adjust the camera here. There we go. So yeah, there is just a quick comparison between jet modes. Obviously, Earthrise Starscream is a behemoth compared to this little Deluxe Class Starscream from Earthspark. So anyways, there is a quick comparison. Let's get into his robot mode. All right, here we have Deluxe Class Starscream all transformed into his bot mode here. So again, let's just take a quick look at the differences between the Takara and the Hasbro release. So just bringing in an image of here. I think let's see here. This is painted silver or sort of like a gunmetal gray, whereas the Hasbro release was done in black. Another thing you'll notice is on the shoulders, is much like the jet mode, they opted to just leave this part gray. It's not all painted red, whereas the Hasbro release is all painted red. Also back here behind his head, that is all done in gray. Takara went and did a little more paint on the back there. The head sculpt looks to be the same. I don't think there's much difference there. Obviously the gold we saw in the jet mode. Going down, the blue is the same. This part is black in the Hasbro release right here, on the inner thigh. That is gray on the Takara release. And it looks like the shins are about the same. I think that is about it as far as the differences. So yeah, just a little bit of difference in the robot mode. Again, you do see the Decepticon logos peeking out behind him. So I think the Takara release did it a little bit better. I don't mind the black deco on the Hasbro, but I do think I like the Takara release better as far as the deco and the paint apps. So that is a quick look at the differences. He does come with his classic null rays. These are very simple. They're just done in a plastic. There's not a whole lot of molded detail, just a little bit. And they can plug in on the side of his arms like so. So you can have him in classic Starscream fashion here. So that is how he looks. And a quick comparison between him and Bumblebee, Deluxe Class Bumblebee from Earthspark. He is a big boy. Starscream is a tall boy. So that is a quick comparison. Is Bumblebee bigger? It almost looks like Bumblebee is a little taller. I'm not sure if it's because of his wings or what, but I thought Starscream was a little bit taller, but they are almost the same size. Yeah, Bumblebee looks a little bigger. Anyways, let's get into the details of Starscream. So getting up close on the details of this Deluxe class figure from the not Earthrise. Do I keep saying Earthrise? I think I said Earthspark. Anyways, classic Starscream head. You get the black, the red for the eyes. A very stoic look there for Starscream. I do like the attention to detail on the sculpt here. You get the little turbines there. Done in a gunmetal gray. Again, I really love that gold with the extra paint around it. It just picks it out really nicely. Some nice sculpted detail on the underside there. And for the most part, going down, there are some nice sculpt work on the knees. I love the blue that they use. It's very nice against the gray. And there are his feet there. And the arms are painted in a nice sort of dark blue with black hands. So yeah, that's about it. Going on the back here, that is how he looks from the back. A very clean transformation. Not much of a backpack at all. Just this little part that kind of sticks out. But for the most part, yeah, a very, very nice looking Starscream. Okay, so articulation is as follows. He has some very expressive articulation on his head. His head does go all the way up like that, so you can really get him in some very cool like flying poses like that. I just love Transformers that have that, you know, that his head goes all the way up like that, so you can have this very, very cool flying pose there. So his head is very expressive on a ball joint, and it does go, let's put these down here. It does go all the way around, and it's very tight. Again, this figure feels very nice in hand. The plastic is nice. Everything is very tight. So you get a little bit of wiggle waggle there, up and down movement. So very expressive head movement. He does have a ball jointed shoulder there, so you get the hinge out. You also get an upper bicep swivel right there. He has about 90 degrees at his elbow. He does have, just getting his null ray out of the way, he does have wrist articulation. It's very tight, but there is a wrist swivel, and it's very tight on mine. So it goes all the way around, which is very cool. Sometimes it's very rare on a deluxe figure to have any articulation on the wrist, but this one does, and it's very cool. He does have a unhindered waist swivel, which is very nice. It's very cool, so that's a nice inclusion there. He can almost do the full splits. He can kick back that much. It does get hindered by the back wings here, but he can kick all the way up like that. And he does have a upper thigh, kind of half thigh. They're all ball joints at the hip there, and then there's also a cut right there at the upper thigh. He does have a little bit more than 90 because of transformation at the knee, so a nice deep knee bend, and he does have some ankle rocker joint articulation, which is pretty well done. Just to note, this the heel spurs come back, and they're kind of on a contour that just kind of, they don't really peg in, they just kind of stay there. So sometimes it does come undone, but not a big deal. So for the most part, yeah, this guy is pretty well articulated, and overall a very solid figure. Again, he feels very well. Sometimes this also does come undone if you're not careful. If that part is not clipped in, that part will come undone. But for the most part, I do like that sort of back section. He has a very cool silhouette. So yeah, that is articulation. Let's pause. I'll give you my final thoughts. Okay, so some final thoughts as Starscream spins around on the old turntable here. Looks like he's shooting down some Autobots from the sky there. Very cool. And as you can tell in that pose, he is highly articulated. His articulation is great. I think Takara Tomy did a great job with the paint apps on this figure. It's different from the Hasbro version. I do like the fact that they included the Decepticon logos on the front and the back of the wings. A very nice attention to detail. And just a few more paint apps here and there really makes this figure pop. So like I've mentioned before, I don't really watch the Earthrise cartoon. Earthrise, God. Earthspark, Matt. Get it in your head. Earthspark. I don't really watch the Earthspark cartoon. But yeah, this is a really fun figure, and I highly recommend it. If you're going to pick up a figure, definitely pick up this guy. There's not enough Decepticons. A lot of Autobots and like Terran characters. But as far as like a Decepticon goes, there's Megatron, Starscream. There's a few others, but this guy definitely takes the cake. So anyways, this has been the video review for the Transformers Earthspark Takara Tomy Japanese release of Deluxe Class Starscream. This has been Matt in Japan. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell for more great content. We'll give Starscream another little half rotation here before we say goodbye. Thanks for watching, guys. Till all are one.